from across so many African countries. My name is Henny Bester. I'm the lead for Eye2Eye, and it's a real pleasure to be with you this afternoon. The purpose of this gathering, this virtual gathering, is to celebrate the achievement of all the fellow data enthusiasts that participated in the Microsoft Professional Program in Data Science. Oh, by the way, as a footnote, just keep your microphones muted. Otherwise, we may have a very interesting backdrop in sound. So just coming back, it's a real pleasure to be with you. You'll hear a little bit later from Helena Yelu and Dubisani Dubi. Helena is the head of digital education at Liquid Telecom, and Dubisani is our head of the application lab at Eye2Eye. And of course, most of you will know Robert Jones, who's been coordinating all of this for us. So we're all here to celebrate with you. And one of the most first things perhaps to mention is that unless I'm mistaken, and I do know that the sort of breadth of our Insight to Impact work, this has been the project with the biggest direct impact across countries on individuals. There's obviously been lots of indirect impact, but you really are the group of people that we've been able to reach most effectively over the past few years, and we are delighted with that. And as you know, this data science training was part of our Data Hack for Financial Inclusion innovation competition. It's something we ran over 3 seasons. And it started out very much almost 4 years ago when we realized that if we wanted to trigger the use of data in bringing more people into the financial sector, we're going to need more data scientists. Because without them, we would never really have the technical skills to analyze the data. We also realized quite early on that there weren't that many data scientists around on our continent yet. And that's where this program came from. And it really only came into its full in our 3rd year when we added the data skills development component. And I mean, firstly, we wouldn't have been able to do that without our partnership with Microsoft and with Liquid Telecom. I mean, I think you all became very familiar with Liquid Telecom's 21st Century Skills digital education platform. And we're very grateful for that. And Elena, many thanks to you and your team for supporting us in this way. And then, of course, also our AppLab team, I think, and as Dumi will tell us later when we discuss the statistics, in terms of MOOCs, this really has been one of the most successful ones ever. And it wouldn't have happened without, firstly, your hard work as the data enthusiasts, but also very much the support and mentoring that came from our data science experts and from the AppLab team. There was a lot of digital mentoring, but they set up a number of in-person study groups in the 7 countries. And I think it's that support together with the Slack channel and everything else that went with it that helped more people than normal to get across the finishing line. It was a long program. I kept up to date. Robert and Dumi updated me regularly. It had a number of challenges. It was not always easy, but you persevered. So we really want to congratulate you on that. You've completed it. Well done. When I discussed this with Robert, I said we want a celebration. But you know, we've got a problem. We haven't yet got virtual beer and virtual drinks and virtual snacks that we can share on a webinar. So I think the various engagements I had with some of you during our country finals for the Data Hack will have to do for now, and hopefully we'll meet up again. But we wanted to sort of toast you formally and say, well done, we're delighted with this. And also, in a sense, commend you, because We hope that for all of you, it's a step up in your data science career. I think when we look at the future of work, and there are many debates about this in Africa, you have certainly chosen one of the most promising career paths. And I trust that already many of you have been able to use this experience to secure work, do some projects, help friends. I've certainly enjoyed meeting you. And I've met many of you over the past almost 2 years. And I always enjoyed these engagements. There's lots of enthusiasm. And in many ways, if our continent is to provide a life for its people, and as you know, most of the youth of our planet will be in Africa by the end of the century. And there's only really just a prospect for economic progress for all of us on the continent if the data scientists can do the job, if they can create the AI applications and the technologies that will take us forward into the rest of the century. So yes, all the best to all of you, and congratulations and well done. I'm raising a glass, so to speak, to all of you. And there's a drum roll in the back. A special thank you to Dumi and Robert and their team for really pulling all of this together and persevering it. Helena, to you at Liquid Telecom, a particular word of thanks, and to your partners at Microsoft. We appreciated your support very, very much. Without that, it wouldn't have happened. And in fact, on that note, Helena, over to you.
Thanks very much, Henny. And thank you to you all for your time, for being here. I am so excited to have this opportunity to talk with you today. So as Henny mentioned, I'm Helena Yellow. I'm sure that my name will be familiar to probably all of you over email at this point. So it's quite a pleasure to be able to have this opportunity to just congratulate you on all of your hard work. I think it's, you should not undervalue the tremendous achievement that this is. You've put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get this far. It's 11 courses, over several months is not an easy feat, but I'm just so immensely pleased and proud of all of you. And I think you should be extremely pleased with yourselves as well. And, if this is the caliber of talent that we have on the continent, I think our future is extremely bright. I wanted to also thank you very much for your patience. I know that it's been, as Henny mentioned, quite a few challenges along the way, but you all were our pioneer class in developing this platform. And so we've learned a lot through our experiences with you guys. And, we just trust that all of that learning and your feedback from the program will be taken to improve this experience for other students in the future. So thank you for bearing with us. Thanks for sitting through the teething issues. And we really, really value your time and input. And then I just wanted to also mention that, we really hope that this is the beginning rather than the end of our engagement with you. For those of you who don't know about Liquid Telecom, more generally, we are at our core an infrastructure business. We build fiber internet across the continent. And really our mission in our work is to build Africa's digital future. But, as we went out there and we were building our fiber lines, we realized that a big part of that digital future was, of course, the people that we're going to be building on this network. And so we thought that we were in the unique position to really try and bring some of these skills that we're seeing in extremely high demand in the fourth industrial revolution to the continent. So that's where 21C Skills was born, to say, how can we sort of intervene in this space and help build the skill set of African talent? Because fundamentally, I think at the end of the day, if we are not producers, if we're not active participants in this fourth industrial revolution, it will pass us by. And I think that's unacceptable, because clearly, as you all have demonstrated, we have the caliber that we need. Now it's just for you to step into the limelight and sort of take up that space. So, we really hope that we want to amplify the role of data science on the continent more generally, but specifically with you as a cohort, we really want to hope that we can help amplify your accomplishments, and wherever possible, whether it's linking you to any opportunities that come our way, whether it's sort of broadening your work into the networks that we move in. We are fully committed to doing that, and so you know, you'll be hearing from us sooner rather than later. Certainly, there's a survey that'll be going out from the I2I team that'll ask for some more of your input and future ambitions. And yeah, I hope we'll be in touch long into the future. So on that note, I think I'm gonna stop there and just congratulate you once again. This is an incredible achievement, and I will then hand on to Dumi.
Thank you, Helena, and good afternoon to you all. I think my job will be quite easy. We would like to share with you the statistics overview around the performance across all our countries. So going to the first slide, what's interesting is to see the overwhelming number of applications we received. And this was around about 619 who actually apply to participate in the competition, and of course participating in the report itself. And as we go further down the numbers on bullet point number 4, of course I want to mention each of these. The 169, and I think the why that part is also important is the wonderful success we had, and the hard work you all put through to complete at least 10 of the required modules to then get into a capstone. So this was really an amazing success. And from there, we then had about 140 who signed for capstone. And I think the reason why capstone is very important is it actually gives you the opportunity to apply the skills you've learned across the 10 prerequisite modules. And so you'd notice that capstone is a major milestone in this course. And we then ended with 108 who actually completed capstone, and bringing us to 29% of active users. And I think in the journey of doing all this, we had a badge system approach where we would give badges to people who would have it completed, 50%, 70%, 100%. And of course, at the end, we focused on those who had completed 100%. And then moving on to the next slide, this gives us a breakdown of the countries. So with the blue giving us those who enrolled, and with the gray, of course, looking at those who started capstone and those who then completed the capstone project in yellow. So this is the country breakdown, an overwhelming response there from Nigeria, and congratulations to all of you there, and definitely congratulations to each of those countries that are represented there. And then under other, the reason why is we then bulked up other countries in there because we're not actively running the data hack competition in countries outside the 7 that are listed there. But I know we have participants from Zimbabwe, Morocco, Cameroon. So congratulations to you all for putting in the time and the effort to upskill yourselves there. And moving on to the next slide. This then just gives us the breakdown, and I think what we look at there is the gender distribution in terms of the participants who completed. 16% females, so a great congratulations to all the women who participated in this, and I think there is really a lot of these opportunities, and we're excited to see young women participate in this and taking an active role to drive digital skills development in the region. So really this summarizes our statistics and the performance overall for the Microsoft Professional Program in Data Science. So really looking at this, my conclusion would be that really our focus and all the efforts we put through as we're connecting you to mentors is to promote a culture of lifelong learning. So we definitely hope that all of you will find more opportunities to further upskill yourselves, to develop your skills in data science, machine learning, AI, and definitely actively apply these skills in developing relevant solutions to our continent. So once again, congratulations to you all. And we really look forward to seeing amazing solutions coming up from all these countries, and us making sure that we advance our solutions that are driven, data-driven, in our respective countries. So thank you very much. And I don't know, Robert, anything else you'd want to put in there? But for me, that's...
Thank you very much, Dimi. Nothing further from me other than just to heap even further congratulations on our fantastic 108 certified data scientists. As you know, and as been mentioned, it's been quite a difficult journey from both the organizational side as well as from the candidate and the student side. So I'm glad we have arrived at the end with a successful program, successful students, and to have piloted something like the 21C Skills platform that has the potential to impact thousands of Africans across the continent in terms of upskilling with relevant digital skills. I mean, it's really been a great experience. So with that, I would like to thank our three speakers, thank everyone that's been involved in getting us to this point. And with that, I would like to close the webinar. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.